Okay, welcome to CoPixel's tutorial on how to mask and make hollow. Um, First thing, just open up your image in Krita. We want to duplicate, so hold Control and press J, or you can right click and duplicate layer, but I like shortcuts. Um, and it's good to name these. So for instance, I will do uh, 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 rename this here. We'll just call this main art or whatever you want to call it, card, anything. And then here we can name this mask or something like that. Okay. And then we're going to work on our mask layer. And we're going to paint in what we don't want to be affected in black. So what I like to do is grab the polygon tool, and I don't want this to be affected, so I'm going to draw some very crude lines here just for demonstration purposes. Obviously take your time when you're doing this for real. Okay, and then we want to grab this whole thing down here, so we're going to hold shift and then click, and then we can let go of shift, and this will add to this existing. So we will just create a box like that. Now we've got that box and this box, and then I'm just gonna do a very crude selection here. This is just for demonstration purposes. Obviously when you're doing this, you're gonna be doing a lot of this, right? Okay. So, whoops, I screwed up, so I'm going to hit Control Z. I forgot to hold Shift. So if you hold Shift to add to that, okay? Again, this is just to show you how to do this, not necessarily take the time to do it right. And then we're going to press B on our keyboard, and we're going to make sure that we have black selected, and we're going to paint the areas we don't want affected black. Now we want the opposite of everything else, so I'm going to hold Control Shift I to invert the whole selection, or you could go up here and invert selection. And then we're going to paint that in white, so we're going to swap the foreground colors to white. Okay, and that's done. Then we can deselect that. Now we've got our regular card and our mask, and if we wanted to well, either way, we've got the mask here, right? So we would export that mask. Basically, we just don't want to show the card here, so we want to show the mask. We would file, export, click on our card, and then just put like underscore mask or something, okay? And then save that so that it doesn't overwrite your actual card. Here I did a much better selection by hand. So we're going to use this one here. And if we go to Card Studio, you just click on Add Foil Mask, and then we will go to where I saved that, and that is this one. Okay, and then we can already, you know, just throw some kind of effect on here, like hollow or something. I don't like these default ones that I have set up, so what you can do is do something custom, like we'll do a silver, and then I'll add a silver beam, and then we have to have that silver beam go on some kind of effect, so I picked a satin texture there. So here we've got this deal here. If we want color, we would probably do something like, I don't know, satin, and then replace this with something that's colorful, and then get this effect, and then you've got different sliders to get different effects. There's a million patterns out there. Here's one that's kind of cool. And then there's also more advanced pattern textures and things like that. But this is how to basically get something basic. I'll send you with these files, at least these two here, so that you have something to play with. I'll give you a bunch. But yeah, that is basically how you do it. And then you just hit save card. Alrighty, let me know if you got any questions.